Here's Johnny Manson.
And our guest right now, we have Ray Gregson, a certified peer counselor and facilitator. Thanks for being here, man.
All right, thanks for having me.
Okay, so I understand that you are the first graduate of community court.
Yeah, actually, I am the first graduate of Grace Harbor Community Court here out of Aberdeen, and that was a little over 6 years ago. I feel like a lot of these conversations talk about what's going wrong in the community.
Right, the system's broken, right. And once you're in the system, you're never out, blah, blah, blah. Right. What do you think of that?
Well, my story's one of success. You know, if it's done right, it really works. We have a lot of great programs here and resources in the community. And through community court, I was able to find mentors, support, resources, and classes that helped me change everything about my life. I mean, a little over 7 years ago, I was homeless, sleeping in a car, dealing with addiction and major struggles in my life. And now I am a certified peer counselor, a case manager. I'm on the SUD Certification Advisory Committee for the Department of Health. I've opened a business called Unlocking Your Potential. I'm on the Washington State Fatherhood Council. I'm a facilitator for the Dad's Moves program, and just do a lot of different things around the community. And I facilitate a class called Unlocking Your Potential, which it deals with self-esteem, self-worth. How do we set goals and achieve them? What are the aspects of a good leader? And how do we move forward in our lives? And so it's kind of a gap in services between coming out of dependency, despair, or trauma and moving into a self-sufficient, sustainable life.
Wow. Man, you said a lot right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, great. Perfect. Okay, so what is community court for someone who might not even know? They know what court is, but what's community court?
Well, the community court is when you get picked up for a minor misdemeanor or something, but to keep you from actually getting in that revolving door of the system, they offer you community court, which helps you set a plan for success, and then they literally help you achieve that plan. They give you support, resources, help you make connections, and just make sure that you're doing what you should and getting the help that you need. And through that process, I've completely changed my life, and I'm very grateful and feel absolutely blessed to have been that first participant for that. So,
wow. Okay, where are we going wrong, or are we?
Well, I think that we have a lot of great programs doing a lot of beautiful things around and trying really hard. What I see in my last 6 years of doing this is some of our programs are not really sharing their participants. So to get in a more of a collaborative space can truly help the community. I found that through the FISPERT and volunteering there, which is another program that we do. And we'll be doing a Picnic with a Purpose this weekend, which is open to the community. But if we can come together as a community and then a community of resources, then we can truly make change and help people find that next right step to really improve their lives.
So you mentioned FISPERT. What is that? Well,
the FISPERT is the Family Youth System Partner Roundtable Program, and I'm the coordinator, convener for the 5-county Great Rivers region, which Grace Harbor is a part of. So every month we have a local meeting, and then we have a regional meeting, and then we take what we learn to the state level. But it is a roundtable where we bring community, system partners, family, and youth together to talk about hopes, needs, gaps in services. And then we take what we learn to the regional and the state level to help implement change and make a healthier, safer community. It's open to anybody in the public, and if you come to one of our meetings, you'll receive a $15 gift card for anybody over the age of 7. And if you come to the regional meeting, you'll get an additional $20 gift card also for anybody over 7 years old. But it's a great space to learn about advocacy, what resources are in the area, listen to other people that may have struggles, and then have that perspective of somebody who may be going through something that can have it answered right there by the system partners that attend. So it's a great space to grow and learn about healthy ways to advocate and move your community forward in a healthy manner.
And you'd mentioned a picnic this weekend?
Yeah, so it's great to be a part of this program and be so community oriented. We are going to do a Picnic with a Purpose, where we're going to bring family, youth, and community together. We're going to have some fun, play some games, have some raffles, and then we're going to bring resources in so people can understand that they are supported in the community, and these are some of the opportunities that they can engage in to have a healthier, safer space to be part of the community in a healthy way.
Okay, I know I'm trying to beat listeners to the punch here. How can we help some of those folks down by the river, for example? Do you have any advice or suggestions?
Well, we got a lot of good programs down there that are trying to impact that situation. Mostly what I found through my journey, as I said, I was struggling with addiction and homelessness in the same manner as they are right now, which is a difficult space. But finding self, helping understand who they are and how they got there, and then help walk with them, get them those soft handoffs, take and help them find a mentor, a program, and just the different resources that are out there. Anytime you're in a space of dependency, despair, or trauma, the hardest thing to do is find that resource. Where do you even start looking? And then how do you move through that? When you can have somebody walk with you or see something in you that you don't see in yourself right now, it changes everything. And so we have a lot of great peer counselors, a lot of great programs that are out trying to do that. But I think we really got to meet them where they are, listen to them, and then set that plan, that next right step. Okay, well, here's where you are. These are some of the options, Be that navigator for them instead of trying to drive the bus. You're just there, hey, there's a stop sign up ahead. You want to take a right, left. You definitely don't want to go backwards because you already know where that led you.
Right.
And so are you going to continue on the path you're on, or are you ready to try something new? And it really comes down to, are you interested or are you committed? Because if you're interested, you're just going to do whatever's convenient. But if you're committed, you're going to do whatever it takes. And when you find that commitment, when you find that mantra of failure's not an option, then you make true change in your life. And that's what happened with me.
Based on your own experience, do they have to want to?
I think that is something that you find within yourself in the beginning. I don't think that when you're in that space of dependency, despair, or trauma, you really know what you want at that time. But when opportunity is presented and you find out that, hey, all I got to do is take this little step, you take 100 baby steps and look back, you've moved quite a ways. So by the yard it's hard, but inch by inch it's a cinch. And so you just got to take that next step. And when you find the why you're doing something, the how seems to present itself. And that's how it went with me.
So how could just an average listener person go and help anybody that might need it down there?
Sometimes it's just a smile or how are you doing to help them understand that they're not being looked down on, and somebody's here to listen is a big thing. Most of us think the system is against us, but I really don't think it is. I think it's here if you decide to be present and engaged with the programs, the resources. They're out there. You just have to be willing to look for them and then put in the work. So just to be good to somebody, be nice to them, right? And find out their story, listen to where they're at. Most of us know where we want to go, we just don't know how to get there. And because of our minds being like a record of the past, we come into most places with a worst case scenario. But if we can break that barrier down, then we can move forward with any part of our lives, no matter where you are. But having that understanding that that's somebody's brother, somebody's son, somebody's uncle, or somebody's aunt, whatever, gives them the opportunity to feel heard and respected. I think that's a lot of it.
Wow. Well, it's about 1:15. We have one more segment. We're going to talk about Dad's Move here coming up on Local Matters.
Itchy dog? Scratchy cat? Fluffy buns not looking quite so fluffy these days? Hi, I'm Dr. Berge with Blue Cross Vet in Central Park. Did you know that many skin problems are easily treatable with prescription medications? Relief is simpler than you may think. Call Blue Cross Vet at 533-2591 and we'll help your furry friend be furry again.
When your pets are like family, Blue Cross Vet is there, healing pets rain or shine since 1929.
Looking to fill your net? Head to Quinault Beach Resort and Casino every Monday and Tuesday and play our newest casino promotion, Fishin' for Free Play. All in up to $5,000 in cash and free play in addition to Quinault's already huge jackpots. While you're here, enjoy one of our newly remodeled rooms with always great views. Enjoy blueback salmon and big eats and drink specials in the bar. Or head out to the beach and catch the sunset. It's Quinault Beach Resort and Casino in Ocean Shores. Winners have been here. See Q Club for promotional details.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
9:45, we have Ray Gregson here, and he was the first graduate of community court, and that was, 6 years ago, right?
A little over 6 years ago, yeah.
Now, there's a picnic this weekend, right?
Yeah. It's on Sunday from 12 to 3 in Cosmopolis at the Lions Club Park, and we'll be giving food, having raffles, playing some games, and bringing community resources together to help a community that may not feel like they're supported see that they are and know how to engage with these different programs.
Who would best benefit from this picnic?
I think it's really anybody. This is truly open to the community. So coming and seeing that they're supported by the resources that are available, being able to talk with them one-on-one right there and get the understanding of what they do, how to engage with them, and how that can impact their life is just a great opportunity for anybody. With the FISPERT, like I say, we focus a lot on family and youth, and so to come and have some fun and then understand that organized advocacy is the best way to get your voice and choice into the system. If we can get a family together with, the youth up in front to say, well, this is what we're going through and how can we fix that? Then as a FISPERT, Family Youth System Partner Roundtable, we can take that and truly advocate for them at the state level and make that significant change in the system. And so this is a great opportunity for getting an understanding and connecting with resources, people having those natural supports, and just have some fun this weekend. It's going to be a good time. So
I love food. Do we know what kind of food's going to be there yet?
Well, we're going to keep it pretty basic. Hamburgers, hot dogs, the whole barbecue style, some salads, and just going to have some fun. We got some great raffle items going to be given away, and just some really, really good programs going to be represented. We keep growing, so the list keeps continuing to grow for how many people are going to be there. But we're going to have the Dispute Resolution Center, Youth Works, Dad's Moves, FISPERT, Growing Your Mindset, just so many. And then all 3 coalitions, prevention coalitions for the school districts are going to be there. And so this is a space to get involved and understand what's going on in the community and what kind of supports are out there.
Okay. Now, Dad's Move. We've had Dad's Move on the show before. Now, it's my understanding there's a meeting, like a meetup coming up?
Yeah, so the FISPERT has partnered with Dad's Moves, and I actually facilitate classes through Dad's Moves. And so tonight we're going to have an Empowering Fathers group at the Nirvana Coffee Shop at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.?
5 to 6.
Yeah. And so we're looking forward to connecting with dads, having them, speak about what their needs are, and then we're going to help them locate those things, identify some struggles they may be having, and just have fathers connect and feel supported.
Right. Right, kind of validated.
Right.
I am Dad, hear me roar.
Right.
It's more like, I am Dad, hear me complain. At least that's what my daughters would say, right? Okay, and the Fatherhood Council, what is that?
So that's a state-run council. I actually went to their retreat last Friday and got to present my education, Unlocking Your Potential there. But it is a statewide council that gets together to help empower fathers, get their voice into the system, and identify what their struggles are with CPS, with child support, with whatever they may be going through, and just highlight the impact that fathers can have in the family. A lot of times fathers are overlooked, or if they're a single father, they get in and they're asked, well, where is mom? And so just to show the impact that it has for a father to be really engaged in a child's life and how much healthier that child is when it happens is kind of the direction and focus of the Fatherhood Council. It's a great program, and like I said, it is statewide, and it's really growing support right now, so it's a lot of fun to get to do these kind of things. When there was a time that I thought the system was against me and that this is all I could do, and now I've learned that through resources, through education, and through support, you can make significant change in your life. Consistent choices can change your circumstances. And the choices you make today are going to tell you where you're going to be next year, or a couple years from now. It's important that we do the now.
Right, right. Well, if you have any questions, you can call us at 360-533-5259. You can email or text message. That's Johnny@Jodesha.com. Ray, what was the retreat like for the Fatherhood Council?
It was a great retreat. They brought fathers and different programs together. Matter of fact, the people from the state of the state were there. We had CPS, DOC, just so many different programs represented there, talking about what direction the systems are going and how that can help impact and support dads moving through the system. And so it was a lot of fun. It was held up there in Seattle and just was a great space, great time, and really a lot of collaboration and conversation that can truly impact the way the system moves going forward with fathers and families, so.
How can someone participate in the Fatherhood Council, or do they have regular meetings? Or?
They do have regular meetings. They meet the first Friday of every month, and that is an online meeting, and you can look them up. It's open to the public. They actually are looking for more fathers to get engaged with that, but they also do learning series, and so that's usually the second Thursday of the month, and that's just an opportunity for different presenters to come in and speak to both the system and other fathers about what is working and setting goals and how you can move through your life. So there's a lot of great opportunities out there, and I think that that's what we try to do as a FISPERT, as Growing Your Mindset. Everything that I do here in the community is just to raise the awareness that this stuff is really out there. And as long as you're willing to engage, be present and engaged when you come, you can truly grow and change every aspect of your life.
Right. And you've done it.
Well, yeah, living, breathing.
Living proof. Okay, how did you come up with Unlocking Your Potential?
So actually, that is a class that came out of community court, and it was sponsored by New Horizons Credit Union here at the Harbor in conjunction with the college and Northwest Justice Project. And it's a 14-module course that really hits home on self. Who you are, how did you get here, what kind of person do you want to be, when do you expect to move that way, and then why are you doing this? And when you find your why, the how will present itself. And so I took it. It deals a lot with self-esteem, self-worth. It makes you understand that through your life, you're the only constant in every circumstance that comes up. And you can change that through your self-talk, your self-awareness, and just getting to know self. Most of us live in a reactive mode. We got this bill, so we take that job, or we have this circumstances, so we're in this space. And the fact is if you can move from reactive mode to creation, you can change things. And it isn't difficult. When we set a goal too high, the first place our brain goes to is, oh, how are you going to do that? And that immediately sets you into this space of trying to figure it out and, no, I'll never do it. But if you just understand why you're doing it, then it's just taking the next step. You know, one class will lead to another class, will lead to another class. And, you know, like I said, I'm a certified peer counselor. I'm a case manager. I'm a basic mediator. I've taken the trauma-informed approach. I'm a family substance use disorder navigator. I'm on the SUD committee. I'm on all these different spaces that 6 years ago I would have never believed that I'd be sitting in a radio station with you talking about my journey. And that is possible for anybody. I am no different or more unique than anybody else. It was just a matter of placing my focus and moving toward that. If you're walking through the woods at night shining your flashlight, you better be shining it in the direction you're walking, or you're going to end up walking into a tree.
Right. Okay, your road, your path, your story. Can you share any of it?
Well, yeah, so my downturn really started happening when I was diagnosed with a terminal disease. And so from that point, I spent 18 months in ICU. When I got out, I was handed a bag of pills. I'd lost my lung, 2 sections of my intestines, part of my colon, and they told me, you have 2 to 4 years to live. You better get your affairs in order, and they handed me a bag of pills. But because I was in ICU for 18 months, I'd lost my house, my kids, my car, my job.
Wow.
And then I believed that, I'm going to die, so this is all this expected of me. Go ahead, give me these pills. And then a great thing happened. I got arrested. You don't hear people many say that.
Yeah.
But it actually helped me locate those supports and move forward and find the resources needed to make change in my life. You know, I don't think that a doctor should ever tell you you're terminal. I think that they should say that you have exceeded my capability to treat you.
Yeah.
And you might look for other options at this point. Because when I was told I was terminal, that statement put me in a downward spiral. I ended up in trouble with the law. I was homeless for one time for 2 years straight and was dealing with homelessness off and on and addiction and all these things. And I believe that's all the better it could get.
And then on top of that, I'm going to die here soon.
Yeah. And I believe that. But when we can understand that we are the creator of our destiny, that the choices we make truly affect where we'll be tomorrow, then we can get to a space of, no, I'm better than this, and I don't need to be here anymore. And then it's just a matter of locating it. And that's where the mentors come in, the resources and the programs. And because of Community Court, I was able to locate those classes. And like I said, my life is just done. I feel like sometimes I'm still spinning. It just changed completely for the better. And I keep doing a lot of amazing things. I mean, this November I get to go take my class to Chicago and present at the National Federation for Families Conference the 9th through the 11th over there, and talk to them about how unlocking your potential and growing your mindset is a gap in services for the whole community. When we send somebody to treatment, it costs the state about $35,000 to $40,000 per person. If they go back in 2 to 3 times, that's $120,000 it's costing the state. But if you come out of treatment and you take this class, I'm at an 85% success rate of not relapsing. And so with the people I've worked with so far. So it's definitely a gap in services.
Wow. Okay, so the Dad's Move meetup, that's tonight, right? At Nirvana Coffee, 5 to 6 p.m.
That's right.
And aren't moms invited too? It's not just dads?
Yes, no. This is Dad's Moves is a father advocacy group, but it supports the whole family. Yeah. And it supports with resources, education, referrals to other programs. It's truly about growing the whole family.
Yeah. I mean, so it's not like you're a mom, you are not allowed. You're allowed too.
No.
Okay.
But it is a father-focused advocacy group.
Yeah.
But the truth is without the mom and the dad, the child's suffering on one end or the other.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay. And then Sunday is the picnic.
Picnic with a purpose. Yes.
Picnic with a purpose. That's at the Kazi Lions. And noon to 3, right?
Noon to 3, yes.
And there's going to be food.
There's going to be food and raffle prizes and a lot of games, and we're just going to have a really good time. And each one of the programs there are going to announce how families can engage. So,
is there information like on the Facebook or on a website about either tonight's meeting or Sunday's picnic, or maybe I just want to get a hold of you and talk to you.
The Growing Your Mindset is on Facebook. You can go to our website, which is growingyourmindset.com.
Okay.
And we do have flyers out. We've had a couple spaces here on the radio that we've talked about it, and we are promoting it throughout the community through that. And on different private Facebook pages, it's all been promoted. So we're trying to really get engaged with the community here, and we just encourage everybody to come. Just come, have some fun, eat a burger, and enjoy your afternoon.
Raymond, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story and what you're involved in, and I hope you'll come back.
Oh, I would love to.